What's up everybody, I hope y'all are doing well. I'm Thomas, welcome to Kicks and Sticks. Today we're going to be reviewing the Tatuaje Tattoo. So let's get into a little info about the blend, featuring an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over top Nicaraguan binder, Nicaraguan fillers, and as Tatuaje founder Pete Johnson puts it, a little something extra. Whatever the hell that means. Now, while the blend shares its name with Tatuaje's 2011 limited release, that's where the similarities between the two cigars end. This tattoo is a regular production cigar with the intention of retaining that same quality experience you expect from Tatuaje, but at a much more affordable price, retailing for only 5 buckaroos a stick. So needless to say, I'm very excited to try the cigar today, so let's give it a snip, get it lit. So initially upon light up here, a very pepper heavy start, especially on the palate, very noticeable, particularly on the back of the tongue. We also have notes of coffee, cedar, and a very mild grassy undertone. And through the retrohale, maybe a little bit of that cedar's coming through, but it's all really masked behind that intense black pepper spice. So far, not too bad. I'm not really the biggest fan of that grassy undertone, but let's see how that flavor develops through that first third and into that second. Cheers. As you can see, we've made our way through that first third, bit into that second third here now. So far on the palate, that black pepper spice has definitely died down a lot. We still have those notes of coffee and cedar, now alongside a very mild dark chocolate. Still with that grassy undertone that I'm really not a fan of. And through the retrohale, we still have a very intense black pepper spice, now alongside a slightly more creamier coffee note. So far, so good. I'm really not a fan of that grassy undertone, and it does have quite a short finish. But let's see how that flavor develops through that second and into that final third. Cheers. As you can see, we've made our way through that second third, well into that final third here now. So far on the palate, that coffee developed into a lovely smooth espresso note, cedar that's gotten a little bit sharper, and a slight dark chocolate, still unfortunately alongside that grassy undertone. Then through the retrohale, we have a more creamy coffee, still intense black pepper spice, and a mild dark chocolate finish. Overall, I think the Tatuaje Tattoo is an okay cigar. it had such a short finish on it that I didn't really feel like I got a chance to enjoy a lot of those finer notes like the coffee, the cedar, the dark chocolate, before getting hit with that grassy undertone that I really didn't enjoy and seemed to be the only note that persisted through to the finish. Now, especially considering its price point, I think it would be a decent option for a yard gar. You know, something that you smoke while you're doing things that take your attention away from the cigar. You know, like mowing your lawn, going on a hike, sharing a cigar with a stingy friend, you know, that sort of thing. Now, there are a lot of things that can affect a cigar's flavor, and I do my best to mitigate all those factors when I do my reviews, but you never know. So when I have a more negative experience with a cigar, I always like to go back and revisit it in my own time to make sure that experience is consistent. Like a while back, I reviewed the Gurkha Warlord, had a terrible experience with it, and so in my own time, a couple months later, I revisited the cigar. Still shit, but at least I knew that experience was consistent, and that's definitely something that I'm going to do with the Tattoo. But for now, in my opinion, it's definitely worth giving a shot, but I don't see myself personally going out of my way to buy this cigar again. That, of course, is just my opinion. More importantly, have you tried the Tatuaje tattoo? What was your experience? Please let me and everyone else know in the comment section down below. And until next time, deuces.